Min.
You right, mate? That was loud as fuck.
Right. How's it going?
Ah, yeah. How's it going, mate?
Nice to see you're alive after last time.
I know. Last was a bit chaotic, wasn't it?
Blackman Avoid, gone. And that was it.
Yeah.
That was the last time we ever saw Lewis.
Yeah, it's actually a replacement. I got a twin brother.
Yeah.
Right. Straight off the bat here, Joe. Can you tell me if this is... I've known you how many years now? Would you say you're like at least 6 years? 7 years?
6 years, yeah.
Have you slept on a crease there?
No, it's always been there.
Shut up! No way!
Yeah.
7 years I never noticed the crease.
I've got two, actually. It's like a V.
No way!
Honestly, it's like when I feel it as well, there's a bump. I think I was like hit with, you know, those X snooker cues you can have. Bang! It looks like it must have been one of them as a child. I was like a brand. Boom! Straight in the fucking head, like.
Well, I can only see your right one, my left. See?
There's the nail.
Halloween special.
Hey! Yes, Halloween. Happy Halloween. Hey, there he is, shit boy.
Is Humphrey? He's all shitted out today.
No more shits from Humphrey. But yeah, this is the the spooky Halloween vocal dump episode. As you can see, we both decorated.
I got to turn you down on my end. Fucking loud as hell there in my ear.
Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't really done much for Halloween this year, really. Did pumpkins, that's it. Oh, actually, tell a lie. The old partner, the fiance, decorated Miles's room.
Oh, right, okay. Just
Halloween
night.
Yeah, just to, get some early onset fears ingrained into him when he's start him early, innit? Get some ghosts in there. Get some scary. Get some ghouls and ghosts. Get some pumpkins in there. No, it's just all like buntings, innit? Pumpkin buntings and all that. And lights.
Pumpkin Buntin. That sounds like a rapper name. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Pumpkin Bumpkin.
Bunk? Cut that.
Butkiss.
Sounds like an Insane Clown Posse member or something. Pumpkin Bunting.
The rejected one.
Yeah. Cut all this.
Boring, is it?
Have you done anything?
We bought pumpkins.
Oh yeah.
That we haven't carved them yet. At the time.
You got anything planned?
I am going. I think. Well, I say I'm going. It would have happened already when this gets released, but it's a sort of. It's called the Monsters from the Mine, and it's one of those.
Couldn't get any more Welsh.
I know, Monsters from the Mine. You know, what's his name? Johnny Evans, the monsters come in, boys. You know,
who's that?
Don't know. It's just like a traditional Welsh name, isn't it? Everyone knows John Evans. Everyone knows fucking something Williams, something Jones. You know, there's all those.
Llewellyn, isn't it? Yeah. Rhys Llewellyn.
Slap me, boys, just Llewellyn, innit?
He's on Looney Tunes, is he?
That's all, folks. No, it's sort of one of those interactive experiences where people dress up and scare the living daylights out of you.
Right.
I think I don't know. Katie's booked it. I hate this shit. I don't like stuff like this at all.
You scared a bit, or?
I'm just I don't like I don't like, you know, like dummies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mannequins. They freak me out. And stuff, people dressed up. Like, I don't mind, Comic-Con's fine.
Yeah, they're dressed up like all your little favourite heroes, is alright.
Oh, there's Captain America, he's not scary at all. But when it's some guy in a monster mask running at me in the dark, not a fan of that. So I'll have to get back to you on that one to let you know how I got on. But
Yeah.
I'm sort of looking forward to it for Katie, but not for me. But I don't know why she's booked it, because she gets scared of things really easily. Like I remember when we first bought the house when it was empty, and we were like sort of just having ideas of where we were going to want to put things, and it was all empty downstairs, and it was really echoey. And I said, "Quick, Kate, come down here and have a look at this." And as she walked through the door, I went,
Classic.
It like echoed through the house, and she just absolutely shit herself. And I think that was one of my favorite scares I've ever done to Katie. Proper gnarly dog bark. Like,
I haven't done a good scare in a while, actually. I do like a good scaring, especially when you're on the scaring end of it.
Yeah. I think all I'm gonna do is just make a loud noise, and Katie's like, and then she'll hit me or something.
I usually just all I have to do is just suggest something scary. Literally, be like, "Don't now, don't." Like
Go on, give an example.
like if the little one's sleeping at night, we have a baby monitor in our room. I'm like, imagine if someone was stood in there on that screen, like, they're like, "Don't now, don't stay there, don't." Like, yeah, stood by the crib, like, ugh. Yeah, I don't know what would be more scary, is seeing a figure in there.
Yeah.
Seeing a figure in there, or seeing like Miles in there, like stood erratically, like in a corner facing the wall. Like, that would freak me out. So like Blair Witch Project, where they just like stood like facing the wall.
Yeah, I remember one thing freaked me out. You know the Paranormal Activity films.
Right? Yeah.
They're not they're quite cheesy if you think about it. But there's one where there's a child, and they've got like cameras set up, like you said, and they've got like there's like the parents have got their door open just so they can capture the ghost or whatever. Put a flower on the floor so there's footsteps.
Yeah.
And the kid has just stood there, and it's like, and then they speed up the footage, and they were stood there for hours, and then they go back to bed, and then they wakes up in the morning. It's like, oh.
Yeah. I guess it's a good topic, actually, to eat irrational fears. Do you have any like fears that shouldn't be normal? So like totally irrational fears is like, death and falling from a great height. But do you have like ones that are irrational that not usually people have? Like, there are people like, "Oh yeah, I'm really scared of like putting my hands in water," or something like that, or scared of ducks.
I obviously I've got a rational fear of spiders.
I would tend to send you photos and videos of spiders every now and then. I check this one out, Joe. Yeah,
it's weird because like if you sent me a video of a spider, I'd be like, ugh. But because it's on screen, it's like it's not as. I think when I was younger, I'd be like, "Oh no, I can't look at that." But it's more like if there was one sort of on the ceiling, like out of reach, and I'm like, I can't sleep in this room.
Yeah, I know it.
The fear of it crawling on me. People say, "Oh, they're more scared of you than you are of them." Like, I doubt that.
I've had them crawl on me. It's fucking horrendous, mate.
I can't.
I'll just briefly, but we were in bed once. Not you, me and Leash were in bed, and out of nowhere, we were just like, we was I know it sounded weird, but it was like we were in bed once. Right, anyone listening?
Anyway,
yeah, we was doing like the pre-sleep kind of sat up in bed. Sometimes on a phone or reading a book or something, or chatting. We was doing that, just chilling, and I was like slumped down, not fully sat up, but not lying down. It was like a mixture of both. And from the back of we don't have a headboard. We have like the kind of like metal frameage type, and it came from behind me and crawled over my neck and down my chest. And he was like, anyone who's listening, it was like the size, I don't know, of a good satsuma or like a pink lady apple. It was massive. And I jumped up, like flailing, like fucking hell, what the hell, like. And Alicia was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what was that?" I didn't know because all I felt was like a tickle down me.
Yeah.
And I looked down.
Wearing a t-shirt or you were just bare skin?
It's probably revealing quite a lot here, but I usually poo bare it to bed. I usually have a t-shirt and then nothing on at the bottom.
Fucking hell.
I like a vest or a t-shirt, then I just like, all, freedom down there. But I felt the crawling first of all, and then when I looked down, I just my profiteroles, I could see I could see in like a figure, like a little tiny black figure, like a dark figure. I was like, "Fuck, get that off me right now!" Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Hello, the right time, gal.
No, so I just swatted. Like I did, like a classic, like swatting.
Yeah.
And Leisha didn't have a clue. She was like, "Whoa, what's going on? What's wrong?" I was like turned away from her. She was behind me. I was like, "Fucking hell, babe!" And I swatted it, but it didn't move. It was like ballsy. It just like landed on the bed and stayed there. Yeah, and I was like, "Babe, look at this." She like peered over me. Then it was fucking like that on the bed, like scary as hell. And then, because this sounds very, very traditional, but because I was the guy of the house, I had to kind of take him out with the whole classic cup and any kind of envelope you get around the house to kind of like put him under, take him out, which is a weird myth as well, because I've read online where don't you take a spider and put him outside, apparently they just die. they don't survive outside house spiders very well. So that kind of courtesy thing of like, "Oh, we won't kill it, we'll put it outside and freeze to death." And they die within like a half an hour anyway. So I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I rambled on enough.
I in that traditional sense of being the man of the house.
Yeah.
That's Katie's job, that is.
Well, you don't take spiders out.
I'm like, Kate, there's one there.
Do you have any size, like sizing? You okay with a little mini spider? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, but like, I think I've got better over the years. But it's when it's when you can fucking see his eyes. Fuck that. You can sort of see his body, you can see his ass. It's like when it's all just like one thing there, it's like, okay, I can sort of. I think having cats, I've not seen as many.
Oh, right, yeah. I think it's like this time of year as well. They're like September, October. They're just rife. Spiders are rife. Indoors and outdoors. Like I walk through webs every morning. I go to work, go outside my door, and I have like 2 pillars, like where my steps are.
Yeah.
Not like pillars like I fucking, own a coliseum. I mean like just like a wall either side of my steps. Walk through it and webs to my face every morning. I'm like, "Ugh, get it off!" Like I'm always like that. I got a pinch in my face. Disgusting.
I think I just don't like the thought of them invading my house. Get out.
Invading, yeah. It's like Arachnophobia. Ever seen that movie?
Yeah. Maybe that's where this sort of seed was laid.
It's quite an old film, though.
There's a shot. That's a guy from Jeff Daniels, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I remember the shot of the spider in the house, and there's like flames or something. How they burning the house down, basically.
Yeah, like a flamethrower thing.
It's like watching, and you can see all his eyes, and like the fire is like glistening off the eyes. They look like fucking 8 balls. Like no, the spider's not that big, is it? Really, it's just a point of the spider in the house. But yeah, anyway.
Like pool 8 balls, you mean? Is that what you mean? It
pool ball, yeah.
Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, I think
they reminded me of
another movie spider that comes to mind that freaked me to my core. The Attic Jumanji spiders as well. Oh
yeah, his face is in the wood as well, isn't it? And they're like, they're like puppets, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good puppets though. They got like kind of like
Yeah.
ambery, yellow, orangey legs on them.
Oh, yeah.
It
And
used to
the way
freak
they
me out.
walk is like,
Yeah,
it's like
they were gross.
animatronic fucking puppet spiders. Ooh.
To be fair, I know this is another tangent. Jumanji was the first film where I, as a kid, clicked with fourth wall breaking. So like, when you don't, it's quite rare to like remember when you discovered fourth wall breaks in films.
There's the fourth wall break in that film.
It's when you have a brother and a son, a son and a daughter, don't you? Those are the two people. Then it's obviously Bron Williams and the other woman, isn't it? Those two, they're like young
Oh
kids,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and she has children, and then the children are with them as like a group of four, and
yeah.
the girl is Kirsten Dunst, I think.
Oh yeah, no, they are they not her kids?
They're not, are
They
they?
like the kids that live in the house. They move into his whole.
Oh
house.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah,
They,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, like they move into the old house. They find the game. They play it. They bring him back, and then she goes
Yeah. And she's
sees-
like his kind of girlfriend, love interest as a kid.
yeah,
Yeah, sorry, yeah, you got me to speed there. But
go on.
Kirsten Dunst's child and her young brother boy gets turned into a monkey, doesn't he? He goes like
yeah,
almost like Wukong like type monkey.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, it was to do. I think it's either to do with the lion in the wardrobe, lion in the wardrobe. Remember that bit?
I think I know what you mean.
He's like, oh, there's an axe outside in the garage. And he runs outside, and he's trying to. There's like a big padlock on the door for the shed, the garage. And he's trying to break it. He's
yeah.
like, I can't break it. So he picks up an axe and he's hitting it. And he breaks the lock on it. And he realizes the axe is outside the garage. Like he's trying to get into the garage to get an axe, and he realizes he's using the axe to break the lock. And when he breaks it, he looks at the camera like, what am I doing?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly the bit you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But he's in the middle of doing it. He looks straight at the camera, and when I was a kid, I was like,
He's looking at me.
yeah, it blew my mind at times. I was like, it totally thought about it, like, oh shit, he's looking through the film, like,
Yeah,
it made me think about it then, like, different attempts at like doing stuff in film.
yeah. No,
And he's only a little kid as well, so it's like, it blew me away at the time. But now I think about it, it's like, oh, really, it's just slapstick, really, isn't it? Slapstick comedy,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose it's interesting that type of. I always I want to go back and realize, you want to watch those things for the first time, or watch yourself watch them. Those are I would love that ability. Watch yourself see something for the first time. Like I bet that's what it feels like with you and Miles. You get to see things for the first time.
Big time, yeah. Is that sense with Toy Story at the moment? I haven't watched Toy Story in probably like 10 years, and it's all go Toy Story because he's burnt out with cars. There's only so much cars you can watch, I mean. So Toy Story is the next in line.
He's loving all that.
Yeah, loving Toy Story at the moment. I know it was in the 90s, and that's like, it was pioneering CGI, wasn't it, and making 3D models, but Toy Story 1 is looking rough now.
Very it looks like what thing I saw. I think I watched it not recently, but I know within the last 5 years, I think I must have seen it. Probably when the fourth one came out. I think I just was like, I want to watch those.
Fourth one's abysmal, man. I just cannot like it.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day, me and some of the boys, but yeah, the original one looks like what pre-rendered stuff looks like now.
Yeah, it's like
a test. Looks like an animation test.
It does look like a test. The textures are like really, really low quality. Don't like you. Obviously, we're throwing loads of hate on it now because we live in 2024. But
I'm just saying.
Yeah, like we're criticizing it though.
Yeah, you criticized it, but it's more of a fact to say how much it's come on.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good way to look at it.
It's not saying, oh, that looks shit, because it doesn't. It's really good for the time. That's how I look at it. It's like Star Wars as well. There's certain things in the original Star Wars you're like, but then for the time, and some things hold up now, but there's certain things at the time is like, that's mind blowing. But then you're like, now it's like, oh, I can see it,
Yeah.
But I think it's because we're exposed to so many other new technologies that it's like, oh yeah, well, like I know how they do that. I know how that works. But yeah, the original Toy Story, there was I remember seeing something that freaked me out, but in like a interesting freaked out way, which was all of the kids in the first Toy Story film are all the exact same model as Andy.
Oh, right. The birthday party.
Yeah, the birthday party, all Andy.
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm guessing it saves on, like,
Resources.
just, cash and all that storing different models and stuff in the same scene. It's like, it's just a lot of feet in it. It's like, it's from the perspective of the toys at the end of the day. So maybe it's like a couple of shots, maybe, of all of them. But, yeah, I didn't even realize until, well, with having a little one, they kind of want to watch those films on repeat a lot. So I've watched 1 to 4 a lot, and he absolutely loves the beginning of 3, do that kind of role play thing where they're on the train, and like evil Dr. Porkchop. Yeah, he loves that bit, and I didn't even realize until, when you go from 1 to 4, you go back to 1, and then you go back to you keep going back.
Same story from the first film.
Yeah, you've got the first film. Yeah, Mr. Potato Head is the gunslinger, and Slinky is does the force field. It's like, fucking hell, it's the same like role play story.
Yeah, I remember when I see it in the cinema, and like that for me, me and my brother will look at each other like, what's wrong with the film? I do like
third one's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I don't think I've ever watched it without like choking up and like having a tear.
Oh, I've desensitized now. I had it, and now I'm like,
I've seen it so many times. Yeah, you're like, here you go again. The claw's gonna come down.
First of all, I was like, oh man, he's giving his toys to Bonnie, like, and now I'm like, Miles, eat your food. Come on, keep right, I'll turn it off. If you're not eating your food, mate. But yeah, that film's perfect. It shouldn't. It's one of those ones where it shouldn't have been a fourth, right? It's the most common answer on the internet.
Yeah, there's a recent interview with Quentin Tarantino. He's like, I think the Toy Story trilogy is one of the best trilogies ever made, and I refuse to watch the fourth one. I will not watch it.
I can agree, really.
Fourth one is very good technically. It
looks great. That's about it.
The animation is fantastic, but yeah, story and characterization and everything is sort of like cash grab.
Yeah, they kill Woody as well. They kill Woody in the sense of like, in the third one, and the second one really, he wants the gang all together. Like his main goal is like, keep us together. Like, they go into the nursery. We're Andy's toys. And the fourth, he's like, so long, partner, going on the fucking circus. Like, what? Who are you? Like, why are you leaving the gang now? All of a sudden. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. You just totally tarnished the character.
It's because his ex showed back up.
I know, and it wasn't even any rapport there, was it? In the first one, it was like 10 seconds of him and Bo Peep for a bit, and they're like, let's make them love each other now. Let's make a new film out of it. Like, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Can't even think what they're going to do with it. Like, what's it left to be told? Isn't it? They've already made Lightyear as well. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
When I watched it might do. Go on.
Buzz Lightyear was one of my favorites growing up. I used to fucking love it, but I always used to want to have the action figure of him that was like accurate to the film. Like press the red button, his wings actually come out. But like the ones I had, the toy technology wasn't there. Like I had the Buzz, but I had to like clip his wings in.
Oh.
So it was like things you clip the wings into the body, and so they didn't spring out. But then the ones that did, they eventually made one you click and his wings come out. But it was like the wings were like only that big, so they never like expanded all the way. Yeah, it's annoying.
They do them, don't they? They have like
Now they do
signature collections and stuff. I've already googled it since Miles. Like they got like proper good ones.
Real good ones. I've seen one that's like that's the most accurate thing. You can turn it. You can have it in toy mode, but then you can have him as like Toy Story mode as well, where you like start doing moves and stuff from the film. I thought that's awesome.
Have you seen the animatronic one they do now?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The one.
Oh right, the one that's recent though. That's really recent. That one, where he's like standing. He can stand on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to 3D print a accurate Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, I'm sure there's files.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's files.
Like all the toys you see, because obviously Mr. Potato Head is based off a toy, isn't he? Like an old 70s, 80s toy. And if you Google Mr. Potato Head toy on Google, you can get ones like Disney, but they're not great. And then the other one's got the kind of like red clown nose instead of like the Mr. Potato Head nose, which is the original Potato Head toy. But I want like the fucking like to scale perfect movie accurate one. Yeah, I want to print that out.
I remember when because it's like a potato head toy. You always had them. I mean, they were always around. Someone had one, but like the eyes, like it's always like one eye. You can take one eye out and the other eye out, but the toy is like molded together.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the one that I'm referring to, which is not the movie one.
Yeah,
it's like a pre-movie toy.
Yeah, or it's like the one that came out after us because kids were probably swallowing the eyes on their own. Like,
yeah, that's true. Actually, it could be a less of a choking hazard if they're two.
And then I seem to remember it's like his little arse compartment in the film. I seem to remember like the newer potato heads, or when I was a kid, you couldn't. There was like an outline of the arse compartment,
right?
But you couldn't actually open it up and put stuff in.
He doesn't have the compartment on Toy Story 1, which is weird. I think they brought it in two. I don't think he does.
Yeah, because I always love the scene with Mrs. Potato Head. She's like, and here's some cheese puffs in case you get hungry, and here's some monkeys, and she's like shoving all the shit into his like little back passage. Great films, though.
I know we got deep in Toy Story. It's such a great franchise, on it.
I just think it was I grew up with it, and it was just on repeat. My mother, I think, out of all the toys I had when I was a kid, the Toy Story box she still has in the attic. She just can't get rid of them, and it's like some of the original '90s versions of like Woody and stuff. Before they had the technology to actually put a proper pull string in, even though you'd think that's old technology, but it was like no, we'll just squeeze Woody and he'll talk.
Oh, I had a pull string. Yeah, I had a pull string.
It was like different. There's lots of different versions. Like it was all really good, and then the one thing that I wanted to do was the pull string. I thought, no, I had to squeeze him. It was good though.
Your camera's froze for me.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
I was doing a. Hold on a sec.
Oh no, technical difficulties. This is you're froze like Mr. Potato Head smile, mate.
Give me a sec. Well, go on. Any
TDs?
Any Halloween tradition stuff that?
I don't know. We usually try and do like monster movies. What's going on, Joe? Your camera's gone the opposite way now. It's just what the fuck? You just turn it off and on again.
I'll fucking get it back in the fucking thing. There we go.
No pressure. Just got the Les Paul just bouncing out there now. It's so zoomed out now.
I know.
It's
like, all wrong.
Just like buried in cabinets and toys and cases and guitars.
Yeah, I think I must have like flipped the thing. Hold on, go on.
Just flip the thing. Yeah, we at try and watch horror movies every October, but it always goes out the window within like the first 3 days because we just can't find time. So we try and just watch traditional ones. Yeah. Oh shit, that's a new bit of podcast lore. That video, the camera's flipped, so I'm looking at you flipped.
Yeah, right? Because like if it actually looks how it's supposed to look. Like if I held something up, it would say the right,
like a mirror.
But yeah. So I just
right.
Back now.
Right, but yeah, anyway, we try and watch movies. This year, I've had a weird creative surge. I don't know what it is. I just I think I do have some kind of undiagnosed attention deficit or something, because I'll have something in my head and I just gotta do it and I gotta get it out of my system. And right now I'm making a big paper mache head.
Oh yeah, you sent me a photo last night.
It's right by there. Do you want to put it on?
Yeah, go for it.
It's like a I want to make like a hobgoblin Nosferatu kind of vampire kind of guy. You see it?
Oh wow, that's a lot bigger than I thought. But that's like a golem type thing.
Yeah, it's like a golem, isn't it?
I think rest of the episode you got to keep it on.
Yeah, we've run out of time. I just got the notification. We're out of time. Can you see my little like? I've got a nose hole.
Yeah,
there.
the little nose hole.
I've got a nose hole. I've already pulled my hat off. Yeah, it's massive, isn't it? It's massive. It's pulled my hat off as well.
I haven't really got a costume. I can't remember the last time I actually dressed up for Halloween. I suppose when you got a kid that you wanna sort of get into the Halloween spirit. Is he got a costume?
Yeah, I asked him what he wants to be. He wants to be a ghost. So I bought him a bed sheet. We're gonna cut a demise for him. Go
Was it
trick
like
or treating.
thing? You're like, Miles, what do you want to dress up as? And you straight away you just went ghost.
I gave him the options. I was like, do you want to be a monster? Do you want to be a vampire? Do you want to be a mummy? A ghost? He's like, ghost, daddy. He's like, yeah, let's do ghost then.
Oh, do you know what you
cheap,
do?
cheap for me.
Get that, but a pair of sunglasses.
Like Mike Myers.
Yeah.
You seen that on the first one where he puts his cloak over the mask? I got a Myers mask right by there, mate.
Oh yeah, get that on fucking stream as well. That's I remember you. Didn't you buy like a screen accurate one or something? Oh no.
Yeah.
You got if I remember right, actually, wasn't it? You
Captain
bought
Kirk,
the Shatner mask, and then you like sort of started doing shit to it, didn't you?
I'm weirdly obsessed with the Myers mask.
Yeah.
Like not just like the way it looks, but the lore of it. Like I absolutely love like the creation of it. Where it was a really low budget the first film because John Carpenter and everything. That film didn't have any kind of like feats, didn't have any kind of attraction. So they went. I can't remember his bloody name. That's not good, is it? Something Wallace, Tommy Lee Wallace, I think his name was.
Right.
The prop artist.
Okay.
He went to a Halloween shop and bought 3 masks. He bought a Sad Clown mask, a Captain Kirk, and a Spock mask. And he test painted all of them and distressed them, made him look like, what Myers wanted to be. And Captain Kirk came out best. And now the guy who sculpted, I'm probably going to get my facts wrong here, but the guy who sculpted, I think, either the Captain Kirk or sculpted the Myers mask, reproduced his mask and sold them on a store. And that's why I bought this Captain Kirk one.
Oh, so you mean the original just like the Captain Kirk mask?
Yeah, oh, there you go. Sculpted by Justin Maybury. There you go, Star Trek Captain Kirk mask. That's the label. So, Trick or Treat Studios,
right.
baby.
So it was the Justin Maybury's the guy who made the original Kirk mask.
Well, that's what I'd say. I don't know if I get my facts right, because to sculpt the Captain Kirk mask would have been 70s or so, and the store is still active online. So I don't know if it was the Kirk mask or he sculpted the Myers mask and another something like that. But that's it there.
And have you done anything to it yet?
Yes. I pulled the sideburns off.
Right.
Because Captain Kirk's had sideburns, and I pulled his eyebrows off. It's got artifacts of eyebrow hair, and you can see that he's still got his eyes, like his eyelids, and Myers' mask has the eyelids cut out, so it means more of an exposed hole.
It's funny because like you can sort of tell that is William Shatner, right?
I know, but you can also see Myers, can't you?
Yeah.
Look at the hair; he's like balding.
That's
sat in the back.
There all the way back. Yeah, sitting right behind for the last 5 minutes.
He's like melting like Trump.
Yeah.
I can't see it do it.
The Jabba the Hutt mask.
I can't sit him down. He's too soft. That's the best thing. No, I can't do it.
Too flaccid. Like.
Just put him like that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna cut his eyelids out, get his hair fully off, sideburns off, cut his and then spray him white. Maybe distress him up, add a bit of dirt and stuff.
Yeah,
like
because the costume itself's not that hard. Just a boiler suit.
I know, and I've got one for the garden and stuff. Do gardening and like woodwork.
You technically weathered it as well.
Yeah, I've already weathered it, and it happened to be a blue one, so it's perfect. So I don't know whether I might just...
See him don't wear gloves, does he? He just wears boots and that's it.
Yeah, he just wears boots and he has a big kitchen knife. I'm probably not going to take a kitchen knife trick-or-treating, like, but...
I'd get a toy one.
Yeah, well, to be fair,
Make a cardboard one.
Yeah, I'm taking the little one trick-or-treating, so I'm not going to be taking a knife. I probably just... It'd be Myers and a little ghost, like, trick-or-treat. Yeah. It'd be like, you know, tiny little Miles and a 6'2" dad behind us. Myers like, trick-or-treat.
But I wouldn't say anything. Just stand there.
Oh, yeah, actually, I might take Miles to the door, knock the door, and be like, right, Miles, say trick-or-treat, and then walk away and, like, stand away.
Stand behind the bush like he does in the film. Like,
yeah, just stand, like, very far away. That'd probably scare Miles.
What's he like with masks? Like, is he scared of you wearing a mask?
He's alright,
right, because I know some kids just like that. You know?
To be fair, it's not like a... I say it's not a scary mask, but it's not like, you know, blood and all that, is it? It's like a bloody, gory mask.
It's just ominous. I remember when I was younger, going back to my sort of fear of people dressed up and mannequins and things. There was a kids' party, and I don't know whether it's just like a Welsh thing or even just around here thing. Do you know Brewster Bears? Do you remember that?
I was pre-Brewster Bears. I was Charlie Chalks, mate.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Charlie Chalks, Brewster Bears, that sort of...
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if they do it that shit anymore, like with kids' parties. So they have people dress... Anyway, I remember it was stuck in my head, this song, Hey, hey, baby, ooh, I want to know. That was on, and this big fucking bear costume came out. And he was doing it, he's like, hey, baby, ooh, I want to know if you be my... freaked me the fuck out. Like, that's when it started. Just people in costumes scared me.
What, just the costume thing is so scared you?
I think it was just uncanny. I was just like, what the fuck is that? It must have been like when I was little. I'd never seen, like... You know, you see things on TV, like in person, and like it was like a kids' party, and then there was this fucking thing. It was just a guy in a bear costume with a t-shirt. It's like, I think the bear with the mascot was just like a brown bear with like a red t-shirt on or something.
Was he Pooh Bear in it? Did he have nothing on his bottom half?
Yeah, he didn't have anything on. Maybe that's what freaked me out.
Yeah, he just had his big bear cock hanging out.
He's a big grizzly, like.
His big grizzly, man. I might start saying that.
Yeah, get the grizzly out. Get the grizz out.
Get the grizz, oh man.
The grizz out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's it. You know, I think that bear and that song, like every time I hear that song, is associated with that. It's like trauma.
Reminds me of Funky Town. You ever seen that horrible, like, early internet cartel video?
No.
Oh God, I can't listen to Funky Town, man. By, I think it's Lip Sync.
Yeah.
I won't go into detail because it's like back in the shock horror gore internet days, like Rotten.com and all that. Basically, it's a cartel video of skinning a person alive, skinning a guy alive.
It was probably filmed on a potato, though, is it?
Yeah, I think that makes it more scarier for me, though. To look at low quality.
It feels more real.
Yeah, it feels like it's just somebody, like, instead of like a high production. But yeah, it's just filleting someone's face off. And in the background is Funky Town.
Try to make a move in a town that's right for me.
And every time I hear it now, I have like Vietnam flashbacks. I'm like,
oh, I can turn that off. Yeah,
turn it off. Actually,
so the moral of the story is, if you ever see me and Lewis, please don't play Funky Town or Hey Baby, or we will both just crawl into a puddle and die.
Just implode, or like a bear. Pooh Bear in it with his grizzly cock out, cutting someone's face off, like. For God's sake, right? We got it.
With that, we'll say Happy Halloween, everyone.
It's like a radio. You're
stay safe. Stay safe, and make sure that you trick or treat and don't ask for any nasty treats. No egg in anyone's house. Take care. Have fun. Remember, it's all about taking part and having fun.
So, mate.